Beautiful fish. See if we can get a few more of them, we'll be happy. G'day guys, and welcome to the next video. So it's been a bit tough of late with winter setting in and everything like that. Every chance I've had to go out fishing, the weather's been pretty crap, haven't been able to. Then when the weather turns good, we get put into lockdown again, so I haven't been able to get out. The chances I have had to go out, it's been really tough fish-wise. I've caught a few, but nothing worth taking note of. So today's video is all about the new toy that I've just purchased, and that toy is the new Garmin Striker Vivid 7 SV with transducer. This is my new Garmin fish finder. Side scan, down scan, clear view, and it's also got the chart plotter on there as well. So I'm going to go through a bit of an unboxing video today. We'll have a look at what comes in the box and have a look at everything. So without further ado, let's get stuck in and see what this bad boy has on offer. Alright guys, so it's a fairly big box, so let's get stuck in. We'll open it up and see what we've got inside. Alright guys, so you got the Garmin sticker that's going on the kayak. This is the unit here. Now, I was thinking this was going to be too big for the kayak, but I think this is a fairly good size. It's a 7-inch model, so I think this is going to be a fairly good size for the kayak. Probably have to get an extra mount just so I can mount it on the outside rail of the kayak. Got the transducer mount, or the trolling motor mount instructions on there. There's the fish finder mount itself. Good bag of goodies there that we'll go through in a sec. All the instructions and warranty details at the bottom. So you got the transducer transom mount template. So if you're installing that on a boat, there's your template that you use. So these are the screws to hold this bad boy in place. Alright, so in the bag of goodies, got the transducer itself, fairly good length of cable. Now that transducer, I may turn this video into a unboxing and installation, and we'll see how we go with that. There's a transducer there, fairly big and robust compared to the one that I'm used to with my little 4-inch Garmin Striker. Got a couple of different mounting plates as well. This is the mount and all the connections you would use if you were mounting it to an electric motor. And you could have an electric motor trolling mount. So they'd go on the bottom of the electric motor itself, and then that would sit on there like so. There's a transom mount as well. Alright, so you got the bottom plate for the fish finder itself. So this cable here connects to the transducer itself. So what this does, I'm pretty sure this is for downscan and the side scan option on this fish finder, and then that plugs into the back of the fish finder itself. So if you look on the back here, you got the 3 different holes. You got the power, side scan, and then the XDCR. A couple of extra screws there as well. Alright, so this one here is the power cable. So So one thing I will have to do with the power cable is I'm going to have to add a pigtail to that. So I use the FPV kayak batteries, so I'm going to have to add one of these guys to it, so that way I can plug that into my FPV battery. Alright guys, so I'll just show you this quickly. I've already done the red one. So all you do, you put one side in, make sure it's touching the solder in the middle, get the other one, put the other side in, make sure that's touching the solder as well, and then just heat it up. It's as simple as that. And when the solder gets hot enough, it will melt. Obviously your wires will seal as well. And there it goes. The solder's melting. You just want to melt the plastic around the wires, make that completely watertight. Bob's your uncle. Let that set for a second, just so it dries. And then you've got a fully watertight, water sealed, attached wire. Genius, these things. Okay guys, so I've played around with some settings. Got it in demo mode at the moment. And there she is, running nicely. That's probably the screen I'm going to stick with when I'm out in the kayak. You've got your side scan down on the right hand side here. You got your down scan and you got your clear view on the bottom. I reckon that's probably the setup I'm going to have. Probably just play around with the settings as to how far out the side scan goes. But apart from that, there she is, turned on, power's connected. Step 1 complete. Now let's go to the kayak and get step 2 completed. Run the wires, run everything through the kayak, and mount this guy to the kayak and see how she looks. So this is pretty much everything that you get in the box. So you've got the unit itself, you got the transducer as well. You got a couple of bits and pieces, depending on what you want to attach it to and how you're going to install it. Garmin have put pretty much everything you need in the box. So this little guy here, this is to mount it to an electric motor. And you've got the transom mount, which is these two pieces here. They go together. That sits on the back of your transom on your boat. And then that holds the transducer in place. Obviously you got the fish finder mount. This is the bottom of the fish finder mount here. Got a couple of screw holes. You can attach that to your boat or anything that you need to attach it to. What I'm going to do is attach mine obviously to the kayak. So some of these bits and pieces I won't end up using. What I've found is I had a look at a couple of videos online and I've read up a couple of articles as well on how to install this onto the Hobie Outback. Alright guys, so there's the underside of my kayak. What I'm going to do is thread the transducer cord through that hole, feed it all the way out, and then attach the Guardian transducer shield back to the bottom of the Hobie kayak. Can I have that please? Where's the screwdriver? Alright guys, so now we'll put the screws back in for the Guardian shield. And there we have it guys. There's the transducer mounted to the bottom of the Outback. Now, like I said, when it retracts, that pulls up, and that's the transducer out of harm's way. Alright, so here we have the transducer cable. Now, what I need to do with this is go through this little hole here, which takes it into the hull itself, comes out just up here, that comes out. We're going to run it all the way along over to this side of the hull, up to this hole here, and the fish finder is going to be mounted on this spot right here. So I've got everything installed. I've fed the transducer cable through here into the hull. It's now coiled up under there, goes over to this side, out through here, and up to the back of the fish finder, which is in there. Also got the power cable running through there as well, and over to my power management system. This is the little FPV power distribution hub. I've got a couple of different connections there. I've got a power connection. I've got this guy here, runs to one of my deck lights. The one at the front here, which is this one, runs to a cable at the front of the kayak, which is in there, and that's where I connect the batteries. So then the batteries power pretty much anything I want to connect to that, the batteries will power. So I've got the fish finder and the lights hooked up to that at the same time. And if I need to charge the cameras, or if I need to charge the batteries or anything like that, I can plug the charger directly into that and it charges off the battery. I've got the big 50 amp hour battery from FPV, and I've also got two of the 7.5 amp 12 volt batteries as well. Anyways guys, that's the fish finder set up. I think that's where I'm going to leave it. I was going to get another attachment for it, but I reckon that's probably pretty good positioning right there. I'm not sure if I'm going to move that or not. I'll take it out for a test run once this weather dies down a bit. It's blowing absolute gale at the moment, and then we'll test her out and we'll see how we go. But anyways guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Every subscription helps. I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers. I do have a prize pack for one lucky subscriber. Once we get to 1,000, I'm going to do a raffle and go into that probably in the next couple of weeks. Hopefully I can get out fishing and talk about that a bit more. But anyways guys, until next time, see you on the water. Cheers.